Hey guys, Mckenna here. So I've been to a total of 2 Once Upon a Time Vancouver Creation Entertainment conventions, and because of this I get asked actually quite frequently what to expect while at these conventions. You know, how does this work? How do the photo ops work? You know, what happens during panels, etc, etc. So today I decided to make a video on things to expect while at one of these Once Upon a Time Creation Entertainment conventions. I have a feeling this video is going to be rather long, so let's just get right into the first point. The first thing you're going to need to expect is that it's going to be quite expensive. It's really sad that they do charge so much for these tickets. I personally think it's a ripoff, but they charge what they charge and you can't really change that. And if you happen to be a Canadian going to either the Toronto or Vancouver convention, expect it to cost you a little bit more since there's the conversion rate and the dollar isn't so good right now. I mean, it's getting better, but it's still at like $1.28, so you know. Prices vary from city to city. I know in Chicago the gold seats were only about 500 American dollars, but here last year they were I think 700 American, and then they're going to be 900 for 2018, which I think it's ridiculous how their prices raise up every year. But the reason why it's so more expensive in Vancouver is because if you get gold, you do get to go on the set tours, which I think it's fine to charge an extra $100 or $200 for, but they're charging an awful lot for it. And I just think it's kind of ridiculous. Also, if you're planning on staying at the hotel, that's an extra $400 to $600, so plan to be a little broke after the convention. The next thing to expect is to get lost and have to ask for help, especially if you don't live in the city that the convention is being held at and you're traveling there. You're probably going to get lost. Because we took transit, we were late getting to our Rebecca Mader photo op. We almost missed that, but luckily they let us get a photo op with her later in the day, which was really nice of them, so yeah. Sometimes the hotel doesn't really have the best signage for saying where the convention is held, so when we got in, we had to ask the help desk for help on where the convention was. Turns out it was right around the corner, we just didn't see it. But they had like no signage, which is kind of bad, but the second year we knew what we were doing better, so just expect to maybe have to ask for help. The next thing is you're gonna have to wake up early and go to bed late. Now each day it changes and each city it changes, but typically one day the convention will start at like 7 a.m. and then the next day it'll start at like 11 a.m. And depending on whose photo ops and autographs you have, you may have to get there earlier or later than some people. I know because we had a Rebecca Mader photo op, the one that we missed in the morning, we had to get there earlier than the programming started. So it's kind of hectic. And if you're staying for the Once Upon a concert, you're gonna have to go to bed later because I think it starts at like 10 p.m. I'm not exactly sure though, I don't remember what time it started at, but it was like 10 p.m. to maybe like 11, I think, but not sure. I don't remember that far back, it was like so many months ago. Next is wristbands. So basically when you go into the for like the first time, if you're getting gold or silver, you can get like pre-sign up, I don't know what it's called, but basically you go in and you go to like this ticket booth type thing. They also sell tickets there, like seats and stuff. So you'll like show them the tickets that you printed out. They don't accept on phone tickets, so you print out your tickets and you show them to the people. They like mark it with a Sharpie to make sure you don't like, get it again for another person. And then they'll give you a wristband depending on what seat you bought. So if you get copper, silver, or gold, you'll get a lanyard with like a slip on it. So like this is like my copper weekend slip thing that was in a lanyard. It's gonna be a different color for silver, copper, and gold, obviously. So if you get just like a general admission for like one day or like preferred seating or whatever, they're just gonna give you like a paper wristband that just says like your seat number and like what day it's for and whatever. But if you get a weekend package, they're gonna give you like a plastic wristband. And for like gold, it was like a HOLO blue. Like I remember it was HOLO and it was blue and I wanted it, and I was like, Mom, we need to get gold next year so I can get that HOLO wristband. I want it. I just want it. My username is HolographicRainbows. I need the HOLO wristband. The next thing you're gonna need to expect is a lot of waiting. You're gonna need to wait to be let in to the conference room, to be let in to view the panels. You're gonna have to wait in long lines for your photo ops and autographs. You're gonna have to wait between intermissions because in between each panel they'll have like up to like an hour or 2 breaks. So now I'm gonna be talking about what to expect during panels, and I get asked a lot about this. So basically you all sit in your seats, and on the stage Lee Ehrenberg or Michael Coleman on Fridays will come out and announce who's going to be doing the panel. So it's going to be like Jen or like Colin or like Karen or Keegan or Rebecca or Lana or like whoever. And they're going to sit in a chair like in the center, and they're going to have like water or like coffee or tea or whatever to drink. And in 2016, Sean McGuire let a fan drink out of his coffee cup. I was like jealous! On each side of the stage, they have microphones where fans go and line up, and those people are going to be the ones who ask the guest the questions. And then they'll start on like the left side, and then after that question they'll go to the right side, and then after that question they'll go back to the left side, and they kind of like alternate between sides. So it just depends on which side of the room you're on. If you're on the left side, then you go to the left microphone. If you're on the right side, you're probably going to go to the right microphone. Moving on to photo ops and autographs. So you can buy your photo ops and autographs online, but you can also buy them at the convention. So when you walk in, and kind of like across the hall from where you get your wristband, they'll have a table where you can line up and you can get different autographs and photo ops, and they'll have like a big sign that says like who's there and how much their photo op costs and if they're sold out or not. So I don't know a lot about autographs because I've never gotten an autograph at one of these conventions, but at least in the Vancouver one, they have them in the same room as like the panels, and it's like kind of like beside the stage. Like here's the stage, and then here's like the little like tables where they have photo ops. They normally have like 2 going at a time. You go and you stand in line, you go in, and they're at a table, and you like write down your name on like a sticky note so that they know how to like spell it and stuff. You'll give it to them. So for photo ops, there's a long line outside the room. You wait in that line, you go into the room, and then you take off any bags and you put them on like this table. You'll stay in line, and then there's a person there, and then they'll like rip off like the part of your ticket to make sure that you don't like get the photo op again. And then you go and you stand with the person you're getting the photo op with, and a lot of the time you can personalize your photo ops. You can say like, oh, can we stand in this pose, or can we hug, or can you hold this? And they take the photo, and in reality, guys, the photo ops are not long. They're probably 10 to 30 seconds. A lot of times they do try to rush you through, so it is only like 10 seconds, but for like example, like Rebecca Mader, she's so sweet, and she like makes everybody's photo op like personalized. She's like, oh my gosh, like love your necklace. Like she said that to me in 2016. She said she loved my Zelina green necklace. I was like, thanks Bex, I'm inspired by you. And then in like 2017, she was just like, oh my gosh, you guys are wearing the shirts, and like, oh my gosh, she was so sweet. I love Bex so much. She's like honestly so nice, and she's so genuine, and I just love her. She's so funny. Usually within an hour or 2, they'll have your photo ops printed out and on this table outside in like the venue, and then you just go and you pick it up and you keep it. The final thing is the Once Upon a Concert. So not everybody goes to the Once Upon a Time a Concert. If you have these copper, silver, or gold packages, it's included in the price. You automatically get to go, but if not, you have to pay I think 35 American dollars to get in. So it's gonna be about like, you know, $45 Canadian. There's normally not as many people at the Once Upon a Concert. There's usually just, you know, like 30 to maybe like 60 people. I mean, during the panels there's like 100, 200, 300 people. Samurai Fish, the band, will play on the stage, and then people like Lee Ehrenberg, Karen Davis, is that her name right? Gil McKinney, Beverly Elliott, and sometimes some other people. I know Keegan, Connor Tracy came out, and they will like sing songs. It's so amazing. Keegan sang the Lava Song on her uke, and you can like join in singing, but normally you just sit down. And then, you know, like Beverly Elliott and Michael Coleman sang a song together. Michael Coleman sang Stressed Out. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed the concert. I actually have part of it, a lot of it actually, in my vlog I posted from the 2017 convention, so if you're interested in that, I'll have the card up here. The last thing I want to mention is expect to maybe meet some friends you saw through Instagram, or talk to other Wednesdays or stuff, because there's a lot of people there from Instagram and Twitter, and although I unfortunately never got to meet anybody from Instagram there, here I didn't recognize anybody at the time, and nobody recognized me that I know of. So it was really sad. I mean, there was this one person I was talking to who I actually saw like in the distance, but they didn't see me and we never got the chance to meet up. Plus I was with my mom, and my mom doesn't really like the whole internet friend thing, so it would have been kind of hard to meet up with them. which is really sad, but if I do go in 2018, I'm really hoping to maybe meet some of you guys, if any of you guys are going to the Vancouver convention, because I think it's just so awesome to like meet people you know. And I always see people with like their internet friends at these conventions. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could meet like my internet friend through like a convention. So yeah. Anyways, that was a super long video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you found this useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because the more likes the video has, the more people YouTube suggest it to me, the more people can find this video and subscribe. Yay! If you're not already subscribed, please do. Thank you for over 500 subscribers. Let's get to 600, maybe, possibly, probably not. Tell me down below in the comments if you're going to a convention in the future, which one you're going to, if you're going to the Vancouver one, because I would love to meet any of you guys at the Vancouver convention if I end up going in 2018. Not sure about that yet, but I am planning to possibly go because I would love to. So yeah, maybe we could schedule up like a meet and greet if enough of you are coming, because that would just be so cool, like so cool. If you didn't already know, I actually have a Once Upon a Time collab channel called 7 OUAT Addicts, where we post daily / weekly Once Upon a Time themed video.